So when you see it, so we are all welcome to this platform. We are all welcome to this event. Thank you for honoring our impromptu invitation. Let me put it that way. It has come to understanding that in academics, so many things are involved in academics. And on our platform, researcher platform, I know some of us were not on that platform, but whether you are there or not, as a researcher all over the world, we all know generally that, especially in Africa, back home, our remuneration is very poor. And there are ways to make ends meet apart from teaching alone. We have ways in consultancy. You can make money. You can make money in this digital world that we are into. They need us as a content creator. They need us as someone that can engage people's intellectual engagements. So these are the reasons why we are trying to put some things together as a researcher and to be hedge over there. Let's try as much as possible to, please, you are free to share your mind. You are free to also give us your own intake. We will be glad to learn from you. So today they are all part of us. They are all researchers. They are all publishers. They also speak in the public domain. They encourage people, and we come together and put some certain things together. Let's share among ourselves. Peradventure, you are doing it, you don't know how to do it better, or peradventure you are thinking of doing it. This is 2024. We're still in the first quarter. We can still make something good out of it. So that's why this program is put together. Please, it's not a perfect thing. Don't say, oh, they think they are part. No, no, no. We are all learning from one another. So I want us to try as much as possible to see how we can liaise with one another and learn from one another. So today we have here with me, we have Dr. Sheung. I have Dr. Sheung. I have here, Dr. Sheung is here with us. And also we have our Dr. Fogbon Jaye. His name is so funny. Anyway, when he told me that his name is Fogbon Jaye, I said, are you serious? He said, no, that is his name. I said, oh, really? Okay. We have the two of them here. We have Dr. Fogbon Jaye and we have Dr. Iyasere. So we will be having a kind of presentation, a dialogue, and expose us as an academics to some things that we don't think we can do. So I would like to confirm with Dr. Fogbon Jaye. Are you okay now?
Yeah, I think I'm better now.
Okay. So Dr. Yasiri, please hold on. So let's go with the Dr. Fogbon Jaye first. Because of the network is okay now. Let's take advantage of that before the network also change. Okay. Please, I would like all you to introduce yourself proper.
Okay. Good day, everybody. Dr. Fobojaye Oluwaseun Samuel by name. I'm a male anyway. I have to clarify that because anybody can just choose to be what it wants to be. But I'm a male by gender, a lecturer with Kogi State University, Kaba, Nigeria. And I think by and large, I'm also a businessman, a lover of innovation and all that. So I think I'm glad to be here. And I wish we have a productive discussion today.
Okay, thank you so much. Do you have any slide to share or?
Okay, not much. Maybe you can just permit me so I can just share it.
Okay, okay,
If
That's
I'm
what
enabled, so I can just.
you should now. Please check.
Okay, just a minute. All right.
Yeah, we can see. Right.
Okay, you have my slides now, just a
Yeah, yeah.
minute. All right. So I think I'm fine and good to go. Sorry, like how many minutes are you giving to me so I can just manage my
Max 30 because of
max
the time.
20? Okay, okay, fine. Opportunity once again. I'll be speaking on unlocking the financial, how personal branding through digital media can boost. So as this presentation is basically to just help in the basic uh, attributes, characters, and even, will I say, the scope behind you living a good life. It's not enough to work hard, but when you work hard and it's like you have nothing to show, it's always frustrating. Like our professors will say in the university that academics is not for the weak. So when you get into academics and it's like all else has been let loose, and you have nothing, like especially when it comes to the financial aspect of it, to really show concretely that, oh, at least I have a terminal degree and this is what I have to show for it. It's always discouraging, and most times this push people into depression. So I would like us to look at the importance of financial security in academia. Then we'll introduce personal branding and digital media. With my understanding, I think we should look, why do we have financial challenges in academia? The basic challenges include your job security, low salary, funding, and uncertainty. What of the rising costs, especially when we think of places like our dear country, where every day you have almost an increase in everything you like you buy today, the next minute the price has changed, and you ask why. Even when the dollar is trying to come down, things are still going up. So the rising cost of living, funding uncertainty, job insecurity, and low salary, these are some of the challenges that we face. I would like to, as a way of definition, talk about personal branding as the process of strategically presenting and promoting oneself, not just to the public, but to people of like mind who need your service. What are your values? What are your achievements? What are your qualities? What are you known for? What are your expertise? Will someone just say, oh, when you need someone in this, call him? If you don't have a personal brand, nobody's going to refer you for any job. And this goes beyond just, oh, I have a PhD. Oh, yes. I, we have this mind that once you have a PhD, they should come for you. The reality in the world now is you have to make yourself known. Not everybody know what you can do. So you have to make yourself known with good reputation. Not the kind of people that you give job to and the next thing is they disappear. What are the importance? I'm just trying to rush so that we have more time to discuss at the end of the presentation. What are the importance of personal branding in academia? Your visibility, your professional recognition, career advancement. It's always, if you don't publish, you perish. If you want to advance in your career, you have to be known. People have to see what you are doing. Then it brings in networking and collaboration, visibility and your impact. You have impact factor of publication and all that. And all these things uh, goes together to push you to the world, for people to know what you are capable of doing. What of your student engagement? Do you know the funny thing? You might think, we are not well paid. The academia is really not encouraging. It's frustrating. Most people get into it and discover, oh, it's like they pushed me into this and I'm not getting the result. So many people are looking onto you, oh, please help me, doctor this, professor this. But the reality is you don't have the money. You don't have the money. So how do you now get above all these challenges? How do you establish unique identity? The fact is, everybody has his own weakness, everybody has his own strength. You have to identify your core values and strength. You have to have a proper definition of your brand message. Differentiate yourself. I wish I could just bring in some picture, like globally, we have people like these are our Nobel laureate, Wallace Shoyinka. People always ask, there was a time we had a short discussion that, Prof, why do you have this bushy hair? He said, that's my brand. And we all looked at him, your brand? Even at that age, your brand? So you must have an identity. You have to think of the Marxists of those days. All of them have that unique, you see, like the Abbas Macaulay of our time. Everybody has that thing that, oh, when you see him, this identifies him, this differentiates him. It might be your oratory poise, how you can talk, like the former US President Barack Obama. When Barack Obama speaks to you in 5 minutes, you get captivated that, oh, he speaks very well, very articulate. So these are some of the things we need as academics to differentiate ourselves, be known for something. There are people who are just humorous speakers. They talk, everybody laugh, everybody, oh, you always remember them that, oh, Professor so-and-so, when you are in his class, oh, everybody has that unique lecturer in school then as student, before we became what we are today. Now, you always remember him. I have that differentiation, have that uniqueness. Be authentic, be transparent, be known for something. Now, the bulk of our game for today is, how do we leverage digital media for personal brand? It's funny that when you check people's, maybe even let's go to the social media like Facebook and all that, you see people with dull pictures. Some we just take, all those kind of funny things. People don't want to associate with unserious elements. The kind of picture you use, it doesn't cost much. You can go to the studio and have a very sharp picture. It doesn't cost much. Types of platform, you have the Twitter, the LinkedIn. LinkedIn is just a very unique platform that you can sell yourself. Do you know there are lots of people who send message to you through your DM, direct messages that, please, can you do this for us? And you have to be strategic. We have ResearchGate, even like this, our WhatsApp. I think what brought me to this speaking engagement was the issue of a Nigerian lecturer in Port Harcourt that spoke about his frustration. He was not well paid. And when the salary was displayed and everybody was just talking, I was just like, okay, just let me put something. You know, since I've been on the platform, I've never sent any comment or anything, but I just got like high in my spirit that, oh, my people must hear something. I just sent this. And you know, back end communication, a lot of people, oh, I love this. I love this. Can we talk? Can we be friends? Can you mentor me? I said, no, it's just from my own, will I say, church mind. So can we do some other thing apart from all this going to class and coming out? Why that is very important, there are still other things we can do. Salary will never make anybody rich. I have to tell you the truth. No matter where you work, once you stay this hard, no matter the country you stay, your salary as a lecturer or as a researcher will never make you supernaturally wealthy. Or you just have to think how the box, that is if there's a box. How do you now compile your profile? Come with very striking words. Don't just write like every other person. Come with captivating words, things that can draw attention. I intentionally added CEO optimization. When people search for particular professional, will you be one of the 10 that will pop up? That's the essence of CEO optimization. That's your search engine optimization. You have to know how to use your hashtag, your heart, like that. That's why I just dropped some like hashtag job, hashtag opportunities, visibility. Like when you write something, for example, on sustainable development goals, hashtag sustainable development goals, hashtag the United Nations. Do you know when it pops up, they get it at their back end, they go through it. If it makes sense, they reach out to you. There are lots of job opportunities that you can get through this. It's not just about, oh, I just want to publish. Let me publish. So that you see some people, they just rush in publication because they want that fast promotion. Why? It's fine. But that promotion in the university, how much will you get? What's the increment? What's that? What's the margin that what's the increment on your salary? Jokingly, one of our respected professor emeritus in Nigeria was saying that, do you know, as a retired professor, he earns less than $260. And quickly I calculated it. I said, wow, that's true. So how will you cope in this present reality globally, not just in Nigeria, but globally, with just your salary? Now, building an online presence. How do you showcase your research and expertise? You have to craft out, like I said the other time, you craft out a compelling online profile. You have to share expertise and insight, engage with the academic community. Like this WhatsApp group we all belong to. It's good. Researchers, someone came up with the idea, and everybody, I think we are over 1,000. And I know more people will still want to join. You have to engage, let people know what you can do. It's not just all this little money that, oh, you work, and you just have little to show. You have to share publication on projects, achievements, let people know what you do. Stop hiding. There's not like someone like me, I love hiding, I love doing things behind the scene, I don't want to be known. But I discovered the reality in life now, you have to blow your own trumpet. Let people know, let people hear you. Speak. Everybody that has a brand in this country or anywhere in the world, they speak. You can't, you're a closed mouth is a closed. Speak, let people know. Speak. Go out there, speak. Don't just kill yourself or bury yourself in the library, laboratory, research, and you make your publication. Who did this? Most people don't even go to conferences again because we feel, it's expensive. I'm just, what I hand is just for me to feed. So why will I waste my money going to conference? What of collaboration? What of creating content you can share on blogs, podcasts, videos? All these are ways you can be known. You can be an influencer. You don't have to just do everything yourself. You can influence others. Then the networking and collaboration opportunity. You have to build connection with professionals in and outside academia. The problem with us is most people just prefer, I'm maybe a medical practitioner. Oh, I'm a professor of physics. No, I'm into guidance and counseling. No, I'm an economist. I don't have anything. Go outside the comfort of your own specific research need. Let people collaborate with people. See what they are doing in their own field. See ways you can come together. Get involved in big projects. Don't just sit down. There are lots of United Nations projects that they push. And heavily funded, but they don't have people to do it. Especially we back here, we hardly like press for all these things. We just feel, they won't give, they know people who they give. I might not be qualified. Who said so? How do we explore? How many people have you explored funding and grant opportunity? I think very soon we'll have to do something like that on this platform. So how can you get grants? How can you get funding for your research work? Now, a striking thing is taking advantage of AI and IA on building a personal branding in academia through digital media. This might be a little more questionable. Why I'm saying this is this. We have ethical challenges with the use of artificial intelligence. Maybe for your research work and all that, it will be tested and all. I know, but beyond that, there is a need for us to use technology, know how to use it. While it looks similar, we have our artificial intelligence and intelligence augmentation. They look related. But however, I have to tell you that the difference is what you have in the table. I don't know if you can see the table very well. Maybe I should just rush through it. But what is the focus of AI? It tries to replicate human intelligence. Examples like self-driving car, language translation tools. Then what's the relationship with man? It has the potential of replacing what man can do. But the truth is, it's not coming to replace anything. It has the potential. Yes, we know. But at the moment, it's not replacing man's effort or man's intellect. But what of intelligence augmentation, which is a little bit different from artificial intelligence? It augments human intelligence. You know this, it gives you a boost. It makes you a pro in your field. Examples, virtual assistant, collaborative robots. These are there to help you to work and make your work easier and even faster. Then what's the relationship with humans? For collaboration and empowerment. It makes things more faster. I would love us to, if you are used to artificial intelligence alone, go through intelligence augmentation, see how you can harness the opportunities there. Well, I have a lot of things. Let me just rush through these. Artificial intelligence, how it can empower you, maybe through content creation and curation, audience engagement and community building. Like you can have your chatbot. It's going to, like customer service now, you have virtually all commercial banks in Nigeria. Just type in your question, you have an instant reply. These are not human beings doing it. Nobody would be. They have 24/7 customer care. These are robots. Take advantage of it. Automate your activity. You can sell without being there. Have your e-books, have everything, and put it online. Let the robots work for you. If not, if you keep working, one day you might just break down. Like the content creation, you can use your Grammarly, Qboard. A lot of AI tools are online that you can just take advantage of. What of networking and collaboration opportunity? It can boost your presence. Relevant conferences, workshop, and all that can pop up at every click. Oh, this is my niche. It's going to bring related, especially there's a way you set it up that once you come online, it's going to suggest things. Oh, do this, well, this opportunity, based on your frequent search. And you just wonder that why are they bringing this to me? It's just because you've been searching for opportunities in that direction. And there's a way you can automate it. What of content monetization? I think this is where most of us feel like we are not catching up. Do you know AI can power your pricing and subscription models? It can market for you and advertise. These are opportunities that we have to take advantage of. Now, intelligence augmentation. What are the strengths? It empowers your creativity and human expertise. There are things you do and you feel, oh, is this professional enough? Do you know most of us, like you have content and you feel this is not good enough. A whole doctor like me, a whole professor like me, if I put this online, will people not laugh? Do you know most of us, we have like piles of good works that IA can just improve for us and we can push it up there and it will be one of the best. So we should not just sit down and start looking for perfection when we have technology that we can work with and get the perfection. Even though there's nothing perfect, but at least it will give you the best of things you want. It can improve your efficiency and productivity. Content management, your scheduling and all that. Like your reminder, oh, this is the next thing, you get to do this, it will just make your life easy. And people will be wondering, how do you have time to do this much of work? You only tell them, I use AI and IA. Now, monetizing your expertise. Like I said, you should not just sit down in the four walls of the university. You will be broke. Let me tell you, let me just be plain. You will be broke. You'll be broke. Do consulting jobs. It's not a sin. Do it. Do speaking engagement. Like what we are doing now, let's assume you are invited to speak somewhere. There are so many materials online. For the mere fact that you're a professor, you're a doctor, they will listen to you even though it's online. They want to hear you. Go there and charge. And go like someone that is respected, that can be respected. Don't when you charge 10 million to speak for 2 hours, like 10 million naira to speak for 2 hours. I know people every hour, which is like 45 minutes, they charge 5 million. And 2 hours, that's the minimum. If you call them, they'll spend 2 hours, and that's 10 million naira. Do you know what? They go very, very big. Don't go where they'll look at you that, and you call yourself this. No, 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 no. We've wasted money.
Sorry, I think.
Okay. Okay. Now, consulting opportunities, speaking engagement, writing for publication. You can get gigs. There are people who are very busy who will just call you, prof, hello, are you good to go? Can you do this for me? Send me the bill. Don't say I don't have time. Tell them, even when you don't have time, you have people you can give it to. Then you just review. There are tools you can use now. At the shortest call, pick it. When they call you the first time and you say, I don't have time, they call you the second time, they will call other people. They'll just, oh, please, can you do this for me? I have a speaking engagement. Most times, even the governor can call you, the president can call you, CEOs of companies, they tell you, oh, we want to prepare our annual report. These are the data we have on ground. Can you come up with a presentation on this? Can you do this? CEOs of companies, most of them are not as smart as you think. You are the one that will do the job for them at the back end, but you don't do it for free. You collect your money. There's nothing bad. They give you its work beyond lecturing. go in there, write for publications. Even you have things like you can write, put it online for sale. There are so many platforms which I might discuss very soon that you can just sell some of your material, online courses, workshops. You get your money from it. As they download, there's always a link for them to pay. Now, setting up a payment link for my ebook and educational resources. I have to tell you the truth. These are not just the payment links, but these are just some of the reliable ones that I know we can take advantage of. You have your PayPal. All these are easy to set up. Just click on it, create an account, generate your payment link, then you're good to go. Put it be like you have a short video. For the full video, click on the link in my bio, click on the link below. They click on it, it redirects them to the payment platform. They pay, then now they can download. Don't just give things for free. Knowledge is not free. You paid in school to even attain this high. So why must you do it for free? I'm not saying you can't give free lectures and all that, but you should have a way of monetizing your product. And it should not be what you have to be there. Everybody must call you. Why? No, 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 no. We are more than that. We should not be like market women that once they don't see the seller, there must be a seller and a buyer interacting together face to face or taking your time. You might be sleeping and be handing. People can just say, oh, I love this write-up. I love your ebook. They click on it, it redirects them. They pay maybe $200, $500, as the case may be. Then straight they get the PDF. That's fine. And at the end of the day, do you know people make daily what professors make in Nigeria monthly?
5 minutes.
And this is the same thing that
You
they
have
use.
2 minutes.
Okay, let me just try to. Then you should have good consideration. You should know that getting this income should not be just for you to spend. Learn to diversify your income, create passive income, build emergency fund. Then my conclusion from the strategies which I already mentioned, like carve a niche for yourself, choose relevant platform, leverage on collaboration, build relationship, develop online courses, and monetize your online presence. These are takeaways that I want you to put behind your mind. I encourage you, increase visibility. You can start small. Nobody has, we are not there yet. It's just a gradual thing. Attract freelance and consulting job. Assess industry partnership. Monetize intellectual capital. And before you know it, you are way up there. You can see, these are just small notes that you can just look at. Maybe I just keep this for like a minute so you can just try to go through it. How do social media pay you? TikTok, how much does Instagram pay? These are just little things. 1,000 view, how much will you get? Followers, how much do you get for that? When you get 1,420 per month on average, do you think you will complain that, oh, they're not paying us well? These are just things we should take advantage of. Thank you for your time. If there's any question, we can just discuss, or if maybe after the other speakers have spoken, we can get back to it. Thank you very much.
Wow. Wow. Thank you. Thank you. If you really enjoy the presentation, please put it on the chat. If you gain one thing or the other, please put it on the chat. If you know you've gained one thing or the other, put it on the chat. I want to see the chat. Yes, Mahmood, thank you. And Yasure, thank you. Who else? Kudo, Additional, yes, thank you. Wow, wow. So I don't want to hear Nigeria salary on that platform again. Now that you know the key, if anybody talk about Nigeria salary, we will just remove you. That means, yeah, impressive, impressive. Thank you so much. At least, wow, nice, great. Thank you. Awesome, great tips. So we will pack all the questions together.
Okay.
But before that, let me quickly call yeah, Dr. Yasiri for our own tip too. Then we will now come together. I will also demonstrate one or two things to us with us. Yes, inspiring. Yes, thank you so much. God bless you, Dr. Fogbonjayi. Without wasting much of our time, we have our able researcher talking in German, speaking in Germany. So now over to you, Dr. Yasiri. Over to you. So you
Okay,
can
thank
stop
you.
hearing Dr. Fogbonjayi. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much for this invitation. I think, Doctor, I'm so happy we are bearing the same name, SS. Okay, Oluwaseun. I'm
Ah,
Oluwaseun, Sarah. You are Oluwaseun somewhere, right?
that's good.
So, I think he has really done much of the
It's
work
an
I was.
Oluwaseun thing tonight.
Yeah. He has really talked a lot about what I also intended to speak on, but probably I'll just need to put in a little bit of practical and examples so that we can understand it better. So, okay. Uh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Please, is my screen visible?
Yeah, perfect.
Thank you so much. Once again, thank you for the opportunity to speak on this platform. And our main topic is here, how personal branding in academia through digital media can boost financial security. I am Iyasiri Oluwaseun by name. And here is my LinkedIn profile because we're talking about personal branding. So I will need to explain it. So you need to be active, at least on social media, for you to be visible to the world so that you can benefit from all the opportunities that are there. So if you don't have a LinkedIn profile, please note it and you need to work on it. And I'm also on Twitter, which the X, which was formerly called Twitter. Yeah. And I purposely use this virtual background, having the name of my book, and I will talk to you about it later. So all is about an academia, personal branding, extra source of income. So let's go. Yeah, when we talk about personal branding, like Dr. Oluwaseun said, as an academic, it's not only research. We do a lot of research, we do a lot of teaching, and some of us are involved in outreach events. But as an academic, we need to be intentional and strategic in our development. What is your professional image? It's one thing for you to be a professor, a doctor, whatever. But it's another thing for you to be able to show your professional image out there for people to see. Are you only known as a professor in your university or within just your country or your state? Are you known globally? God so good, we are now in a global village where it doesn't matter where you are, the world can still, see you based on what you're doing, especially when you make yourself visible to the world. So when we talk about personal branding in academics, it has to do with your reputation. What have you been able to achieve over the years, your level of integrity, and you also need to identify within the academic community. Are you only known within the Nigerian Society of probably your area of expertise, maybe Nigerian Society of Animal Production or Nigerian Society of Engineering stuff? So you need to create that identity within the academic community globally, not only locally. And personal branding involves you showcasing your unique strengths, your unique strengths. See, there can be 3-4 people in the same area of expertise, but our strength would definitely not be the same. Our strength is what differentiates us from, each other. So I may be good in experimental designs and things like that. You may be good in, the statistics, the data analysis. And there are other people that are even good in writing the manuscript and things like that. We all have our different strengths, which we need to maximize in order to get extra income. You need to showcase your expertise. When we talk about being visible and talking about your expertise or your achievements, some people, because of the academic mentality, they see it as if they are bragging or they are being proud about it. No, you are not being proud about it. Remember, you actually worked to get to the level that you are. You studied a lot, and we still keep studying up till today. And why is it that we find it difficult, to convert that knowledge and skill into money? Other people, they do a lot of things and they get money. For instance, if you look at as some primary school teachers, even secondary school teachers, you see that most of them have, diverted or probably added gets extra source of income by doing other things. You see them doing the what is it called, alaga duro, alaga joko, things like that during the weekend. That is another. They have that talent of teaching. They channel it into social events and they get a lot of money from it. There are people that go into baking. So when we talk about personal branding as an academic may be your profession, but you may have skills in other areas that you can convert to money. So don't think as if you just have to do or monetize only things that is related to academic. It depends on what you are passionate about. It depends on the level of skills and things that you have. So it could be academic, it could be outside academic. I love it when Dr. Shion also mentioned that you need step out of your comfort zone. So here I'll be talking partially about academic and partially out of academic. So because we belong to the world generally, at least when you go home, you don't do things academic. You are in your normal self. So what is that thing in your normal self aside academic that you can do to bring money to you? So, and what is your contribution? Yeah. So for personal branding as an academic, that is, if you want to do something academic, you need to identify your niche or area of expertise. Take time to know your research interest. Uh, if your work is more of research, then you can, start making content around research. Of course, we know that publication is the traditional way where we have to publish so we don't perish. But you can even be visible online by talking about your research. I do that a lot on LinkedIn, where I talk about animals, because I'm into animal behavior and welfare. And I talk about, I just make stories so that people can understand, what it is like, in the life of an animal. And you don't need to be in my area of expertise or in my field before you understand, when I share my story. So with that, I'm trying to build trust and credibility online. So even anytime I show up and say, oh, I have a book, I have this item to sell, they would believe me because I've been able to, build my brand over time. Is it, if you are more into the teaching, teaching line, maybe you have a higher level of teaching, you can come online, develop courses, you make blogs or things like that, podcasts around teaching. Try to talk about the different teaching styles, how to improve your teaching skills, what are the new things that are available, in develop what. You just bring in all this and talk about it, and people will know you for that. And then when you have anything to market, they will already, have developed that trust in you. You can also talk about professional experiences, probably during, at times you take up some administrative work, or probably review processes. Maybe you've been an editor of a journal, maybe you've been, the president of an association or something like that. So you can keep making posts about what they experience like, the advantages, the disadvantages, the challenges, when protocol, things, organizing conferences. You can talk about it if you are that type. So there you can't fall short of content if you really know what your area of interest is. So the second point is Develop your knowledge and skill continuously. We keep learning until we die. So don't say because the knowledge of 2020 is different from 2024. You need to upgrade. You need to step up. You need to know how to use, different softwares, different apps, and things like that. Learn them. There are some you can learn for free online, and there are some that you need to pay for it. But it's also part of personal development. When you develop yourself personally, then you are able to distinct yourself from the crowd. People will be able to know, no, 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 in this area, she is the best person, to approach. Develop your knowledge and skill continuously by conducting research up to date. So you need to address the state of the art, in your research. How novel is your research? Are you still conducting research that has been done several years back? Or because have you improved in your methodology or things like that? So also in terms of presentation, we academics, we can't run away from presentation. But I think I like what Dr. Shion mentioned, that some people may not be they may be reluctant in attending conferences. Please, 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 if you belong to that category, I would not, I would not. It's not the best way to think. You see, attending conferences is the best place for you to meet people. Is the best place for you to meet people, for you to network. At times we don't value it back home, but internationally, it is a valuable period where you meet with world-known scholars. You interact one-on-one, you share ideas, you ask questions after presentation, you contribute to the discussion, you join in workshops and even the social events. I'll talk to you about that. I was not this open-minded person. I used to be a shy person before, but I realized that it's not going to do me any good. So I just need to speak up, develop myself and, bring myself out for people to know who I am and talk about what I do. So attending social events during conferences is superb because we are human beings. We are not robots. We all have our social life. And, there was a time I was in Nigeria and I was like, oh, maybe social event is for, how we grade social event. But actually, it is not it. And then one of my professors told me that attending social event, that is the time when you actually seal those deals. And I said, wow, that is it. Since then, I've been open to it. And even when I attend international conferences, I make sure I participate in the social event. If it's dancing, if it's drinking, if it's eating, anything, I participate because whoever you relate with on that level of social activity, they will never forget you. And if any opportunity comes up, you will come to mind because they have seen how social you are. You are not the person that discriminate, things like that. It's very, very important. So I'll talk about that maybe during the discussion. And in terms of publishing, yeah, publishing in high impact journals, open access if the opportunity is available, and also collaborative engagement in research. The benefit of being involved in collaboration is very, very massive. So please seek out collaboration in research. And how can you seek this opportunity, or how can people get you involved? It is by relating with them. It is by meeting them and talking about what you're doing, sharing your ideas online on this whatever social media platform that you decide to choose, especially when you know where your audience, the social media platform where your audience is. So I move into professional online presence. Yeah. So if you Google your name, where will I find you? Will I find you on LinkedIn? Will I find you on ResearchGate? Do you even have a Google Scholar account? Are you on ResearchGate? Are you on what other academia or things like that? If you are not there, if you are not visible, then it's making this money may not be easy because nobody would. If you are not online, if you are not visible, I don't see how you can monetize what you have. So you need a well-designed personal website or online portfolio. So if you don't have a website for now, maximize what you have. For instance, I don't have a personal website. I've been building it, but I've not finished it. But I make sure I'm visible on LinkedIn. I make sure I'm visible on uh, Twitter once in a while. I make sure I'm visible on Facebook once in not so much of Facebook. But Yeah, I'm on Instagram and also TikTok once in a while, things like that. So you talk about your achievement, you talk about your publications, you talk about your research uh, project. That is when, if you want to stick to being academic, 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 yeah, why do you need professional online presence? It gives a strong impression on potential collaborators. You don't know who is out there looking for who to collaborate with. You don't know who is out there looking for a person that have the skill that you have. So when you are online, when your online presence is there, then there is the potential that you'll be seen by collaborators. There is also the potential that you'll be seen by employers, and even students. There are times you may have a research grant and you want students, to come to your lab and work, or probably there are some students who already have research grants with them and they are looking for potential hosts or potential institution where they can carry. So, but if you're not online, if you don't, let people know what your area of expertise is, probably your lab, how your lab is, what equipment or instruments you have in your lab, then you may not get this opportunity. Yeah, to enhance visibility, credibility, and career opportunities. So the key word is personal branding, visibility, credibility gives opportunities, brings opportunities. Now, it's one thing to say, yes, I want to be visible, I want to have an online presence, but unfortunately, I try to check some profile of people on LinkedIn. I just like looking at, what's going on, what is it talking about? He's a researcher, he's this. And I realized that most researchers or lecturers on LinkedIn, they just create they just create the profile and off they go. Some people have created profiles for years and no post, no content, nothing. So why are you there? You're just there doing nothing. So it all boils down to content creation. Yeah. What is the content? Content means, what you write, your write-up, the information you are bringing to the public. So it could come in different forms. It could be in form of text. Maybe you just write, text, messages. It could be in form of blog posts. You can, have a blog on your website where you keep talking about different things. Like I said, now you can decide to say, no, I want to stick to writing academic content, which is good. So you can be writing tips about how to maybe publish, how to attend to reviewers, comment, things like that, how to prepare for classes and things like that. But you can decide to say, no, I want to do something different. You can have a blog, talking about your personal issues, professional issues, parenting. Today is the International Women's Day, and we have women in academics. We go through a lot of challenge, and it's very good if you can say, okay, this is the aspect I want to stick to. This is what I want to be writing about. I want people to know me, that I write about maybe how I cope, as a woman in academics, challenges, trying to share value. The main thing is share value. At times you need to start, from the beginning and then build it up. It is not the first day that you say, okay, I want to start selling books. I want to start selling this. It doesn't work that way. You have to build the audience. You have to build your followers. You have to build trust in people so that before you start saying, okay, I want to start marketing, some products, and that is when they because of in your integrity, then they will patronize you. You can't just say you met somebody today and say, no, this is what I'm selling. No, I need to know you. I need to know the value that you have been sharing before I say, no, if I should get this lady's book, I'm sure that she's going to share loads of tips and values in this book. So you need to build it. Start working on that today. You can talk about lifestyle. If you are the fashion person, you can talk about books. You can talk about news, travels, tips, inspirational posts. You can talk about school and classroom. These are different things. You can say, okay, this I want to be talking about classroom activities, these different things. So there is no one way to it. It is just that you pick a niche that you think you're comfortable, talking about, and you can build content on for people to see you and to know you. Now, You can also decide to use visuals, the picture, when people see picture, they are attracted to pictures. So you can use pictures, infographics, figures, bar charts, tables, to relay your message to people. You can, in terms of audio, you can decide to say, I want to start a podcast on animal welfare, a podcast on women in engineering, a podcast on, whatever. And podcasts, you can stream it on Apple, Spotify, and things like that, and you get a lot of money from it. In terms of videos, you look at the platform where videos can, gain traction, and at the end of the day, based on the number of views, you can, monetize it. So are you interested in creating educational videos or video blogs? You can decide to create different things, and you maybe use YouTube or Instagram. There are different platforms, the way they operate, differ. And then, yeah, it can come to writing books. I think our traditional thinking about book is that maybe we write book chapters and things like that. Oh, it's good. It's good to write book chapters, but yeah, we can write ebooks. You can decide to say, I want to write a book about maybe my career journey, about how I overcome challenges as a student or as a lecturer, things like that. Bring this experience. We all have the experience. We can bring it as a book because it's going to help other people. It's going to help other people who are also facing the same challenges. You can write storybooks, but you might be wondering, I'm a professor, why should I step so low to start writing storybooks? Why should I step so low to start writing, children books? There are different types of books. Yeah. So let's see how it goes. But before you start creating content, you need to, I'll just mention two things that you need to consider. Yeah. Who are your audience? What is your target audience? The content you want to produce, is it for students? Is it for experts in your area of expertise or industry? Is it for the general public, or is it targeted to children or kids? You need to understand the target audience, because that will determine the tone of how you write the content, or the type. Maybe you will decide to use more pictures, than text. And secondly, what is the purpose for this content you're creating? Is it just to educate people, to share information? Is it for entertainment? You can entertain and also educate alongside. Is it just to inspire people, or is it just to convince them maybe about any issue, about life, or about any career prospect? So think about it. Who is my target? What is the purpose for me to create this content? Now, good, so good here. Dr. Sheon also mentioned academic influencer. Yes, we can influence the world being an academic. And I'm going to give you 3 or 4 examples of academic influencers and what they have been doing. And it may be so funny to you, but from this, we can pick up ideas that we also can, use and then transform our world. Yeah. The first person I'm talking about is Christine Yang. And what does he share? She shares information about classroom preparation. She shares information about free teaching resources. Yeah, we have a whole lot of them. If you are the one that have access to things, you can start talking about it. What are the teaching resources? Let people learn how to use them. Where can they find them available? And things that, and people would know you for that niche that you are talking about. You can also talk about book recommendations. If you are the type that like reading a lot of novels, convert that idea. Don't just read the novel and drop it in your house. Yes, you can pick a novel. Yeah, I just read, maybe for instance, if you can see this, I have some with me. This book, you can say, okay, I just read this book. Okay, I learned so, and so. You can bring the book up, summarize it, and people will learn from you. At the initial stage, you may not be getting the money, but remember, you need to build trust. You need to gather the followers. You need to gather the people, the followers and connections, so that anytime you come up with other marketable materials, they will be able to buy from you. Here is Dian Jump, and he talks about innovative teaching approaches for various subjects. The way we teach maths is different from physics, is different from chemistry, different from, all these subjects. And you can say, especially for those in the developed world, For instance, if you want to teach those from developing countries, you can say, okay, this is the new technology. Talk to us about it. How do you use a whiteboard? How do you use a smart board or whatever? Let us know how it works. So with that, we all know that, okay, if I go to Segun Oke's platform, I'm definitely going to learn about the latest teaching, approach or technology that is available. So Megan Forbes she uses videos, she talks about videos on lesson plan, classroom organization, and strategies to help kids learn. You can decide to say, I want to start creating content on how to make my classroom more engaging. It's one thing for a traditional way of learning is for the teacher to be the head, and she just pours out, the material and teaches us. But how can I make my students be more engaging? How can I make learning fun? You can start, sharing tips. What do you do? What kind of games do you introduce? Do you at times introduce songs? Do you at times introduce, discussion, case studies and things like that? You can start talking about it. Then Christopher Emdin talks about creative ways of teaching. Yeah, and then Jessica Holzman she shares study tips and tutorials. All these things, we have them, but it's just that we are not thinking in that line that I can actually convert this idea, into money. Yeah. So now the question is, I would like you to drop your answer in the chat box. What do you have that others are willing to pay for? What skill, what idea, what knowledge do you have that you think others are willing to pay for? And the part two of the question is, remember, anything you can do for free, you can do it for a fee. Is a colleague of mine that actually told me that, anything you can do for free, you can do it for a fee. So please drop in the chat box, what do you have? What skill, what idea do you have that others are willing to pay for? Now, I know there are a whole lot of ideas, academicians, we have the intellectual capacity, we are brilliant. For you to be in academics, at least I know you're brilliant. Yeah, so we need to sell our brilliance. How can I sell my brilliance? There are a whole lot of ways. Dr. Shion talked about a whole lot of them, but here I'm just, streamlining just to three: writing books, consulting, and freelancing. Yeah, writing books. Yeah. So what led me to writing this book? I'll just briefly tell you the story. There was a time, there was a conference I was to attend. I was the poster to, present. And for that conference, our poster was made online, and we were told to share our posters with friends, colleagues, for people to see the poster, to read it, and then, vote for us, probably to be the best poster presenter or the winner of the poster competition. So I shared my poster with my secondary school mates. We have a WhatsApp group. So I dropped my poster, the link to my poster, and I told them, please read the poster, vote for me, and things like that. We all know that kind of thing. So one of my friend just dropped in the comments in the WhatsApp that, Shion, I don't understand your poster. We are all from different area of expertise and field. So I looked at the poster again and I was like, how come this person doesn't understand? To the best of my knowledge, I've been able to present this as simple as possible. On one hand, I was like, this is a big wahala. But on another hand, I sat down and thought about it. I said, then if this person cannot understand, what is in this poster, then I'm not communicating at all. So I now sat down, and that was when I started, writing posts using stories. I was comparing human and animal behavior, and I started making those posts on LinkedIn. I kept, picking different topics, writing the stories, and I was getting good feedback, good comments, and things like that. So after some time, my followers began to say, no, you need to bring, write it as a book, write it as, I was like, I'm not into book writing, you know. We all do publication and things like that. I'm not into book writing. Then I started, then I think I enrolled in a book club, at least to learn the style of writing stories, you know, ebooks, and that, especially that have to do with um um stories. Sorry.
Okay, guys, we are still, while waiting for our speaker, we only have a few minutes to go here.
Sorry, I needed to open the door for my kids, so sorry for that.
Okay, Mother's Day.
Yeah, they're going to get. So let's just continue. We need to celebrate. So
we have 5 minutes to go, man.
5 minutes. Okay, no problem, no problem. So that was what led me into. So I gathered all the stories that have been put in on LinkedIn, you know, and then tried to fleshing it up, and then I came up with this book. And of course, it's been available since the 2022, and I've been selling few copies at least. Yeah, and the feedback have been, you know, rewarding. Yeah. So also, this is an example of a lady that she wrote, you know, a children book on poultry science, a children book on poultry science. And so we can channel our knowledge, you know, to write books either for, you know, an expert, depending on what you want to write, or children or the general public. And here is a book, the Spraker Der Tira Verstehen. Why I actually put this there, because it's a book written in Deutsch. So why I actually put this is because
So anything you can do for free, you can also have it to, you can also collect money from it. I believe I can see a lot of consulting.
okay.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, so let me just finish. Sorry. The Sprache der Tiere verstehen. That means the language the animals understand. Why I actually put this here is that you don't necessarily have to you target, you know, English audience. You can write a book in Yoruba or your language, and people that that understand will definitely patronize you. If you are comfortable writing in your local language, you can also write a book in your local language. For some time now, I've been creating video content, you know, talking about animal behavior in the Yoruba language, and I've been posting it, you know, gradually on my YouTube channel and also on LinkedIn. So you can diversify. You don't necessarily have to stick to English. You can use your, you know, your local language, and definitely that means you're carving a niche for yourself. For instance, if you are a Ekiti person and you decide to, you know, speak your dialect, use it to create content, you will see that you will get massive traction, especially from your local language people. So in terms of consulting, you're trying to offer your expertise in terms of advice, you know, expert guidance, problem solving. Here is an example that I want to share. He's a friend of mine, and he created this consulting service lead vet. And what does he do? He helps provide academic solution. He guides people on academic writing, research consulting, scientific public support, general admission consultation, public speaking and engagement. So you can come up with a consulting firm like this, you know, and then start trying to share knowledge, and from there you charge people based on the consultation and you get money from it. So if you are into animal, you can say, I want to be talking, your consult for farmers, consult for poultry farmers, things. It depends on your area of expertise. And finally, freelancing. You can, you know, write for people, you can do graphic design, programming, you know, marketing, and any other skill. The thing is monetize your skill. And finally, I just summarize this as the take-home message. So your knowledge, try to monetize your knowledge, try to monetize your ideas, try to monetize your skills. With that, I say thank you for the opportunity. Thank you so much. Thanks for listening.
Wow. This is wow. If you've learned something today, please put it in the chat. Just one word, in just one word. Just put it in the chat. Thank you so much. Thank you for the presentation. Thank you for articulation. Thank you for the information you shared. I must confess, if we say we call it a day today, yes, we are good to go. We've learned something, at least something to go home with. As a professor, all of us will know that you can actually start where you are. So, but before if you have any question, please put it on the chat. Then we can read it, and I will also unmute some of it. I will also allow us to raise up our hands. But before then, let me quickly do this. Let me share my screen. I just have a few information concerning what we are saying. Some of us, I know you have a question. Then how do I start? Where do I start from? But I don't have this. Yes, you do. Let me share my screen and quickly show us this. And I want us to bear me a witness. Now, this is the YouTube. But before the YouTube, look at this. We have,
Okay.
how many of us know this? Cocoa melon. We all know, as a woman, and you use it in your house. They care where you are taking your children to. This is what they use. Now, look at this. How many views can you see now?
98 million.
98 million. In how many months ago? 4 months ago. The one of 5 months ago is how many million? 138 million. How many hours video? Just 1 hour. This is 30 minutes video. You see the first one, 30 minutes. So it is not all about where to start from. It is all about our idea. Now, look at this one now. The 5 million ago. Okay. Now, I have a very good guy. He doesn't know I follow him. I just saw this one on YouTube. Dr. Yasere mentioned something. He teaches mathematics with Hausa.
Oh.
And he also have English version. Look at the number of subscribers. See, stop complaining. Stop saying you don't know how to start. We all know how to start. It is only because some of us, we are lazy. Now, how many of us watch these guys?
McKinsey.
We know Emanuela. Oh, that lady, that small girl. Yeah, is making, or they are making their money. Look at the number of subscribers. 9.6 million. Subscribe. You are there too. I'm there too. All of us, we are there. So you don't need big thing to start this. Now, when I look at it, we don't have data. My network is not good, but your network is good when you want to watch Emanuela. Your network is good when you want to do some other thing. When you want to argue politics, your network is good. When you want to argue football, oh, your network is perfect. See, we don't need to deceive ourselves. We just have to tell ourselves the truth of the matter is where you strength, the way we put our energy. These are the things that normally help us to. We might not make money immediately. We are not saying it's going to be instant money, but you need to start something to build yourself. Majority of us, we have audience, which is our student. Now, this is what I do personally. It's not because we are saying, oh, have you started it? Yes, I've done that. This is my own YouTube channel. I have 470 subscribers, and I encourage you to subscribe to my channel too, so that I can increase. I have 135 videos. What do I tell people? I tell people about mathematics. I lecture mathematics. People are watching them. So these are the things we can do also to help ourselves. Now, I open a particular YouTube channel here. Let me show us something now. Something is here. This guy, yes, let's look at this guy.
By x squared plus 4x minus 5.
Inside
The whole
his
of this
room,
greater or equal.
look at it. How much are they selling this board? You can also get the board, get a triple stand, put your video, your Android video. You can use it. Get a small board. Some of us, we have empty room that we don't use in our house. You can use it and curate the classroom. Let it be well, the lighting, just start somewhere. Get a tripod stand, let the video face yourself, record it. So I always tell people it's always good. All of us will lecture something. That thing you lecture, you can, do you know you can make video? How many minute video this guy make for this one? Just how many? It's just 12-minute video. Just solve one question. Then you will see audience following you. And if you check his other videos, he has a lot of videos, 30 minutes, 5 minutes, 8-minute video. 2 days ago, how many people have watched it? 258. And we have, these are the things professors use here in abroad, in anywhere they find themselves. So we don't need big thing to start this thing, just small thing. So please, as a Nigerian or as an academic, please try as much as possible. Let's try as much as possible to help ourselves, encourage ourselves. The classroom where you are, you can also create simple video. Use, even post the video, tell your student to go and watch the video. Do a topic in the video, give them the link, go and watch this. You will see them subscribing to your YouTube channel. You have audience, you have people, they can start somewhere. So please, these are the little things I want to chip in. And I want us to, if you have any question, please, you can raise up your hand so that we can call you. If you have any question, please raise up your hands. Or if you have any contribution you want to chip in, you want to add, or you want to remove, please raise up your hands. Then we can allow you to talk. So over to us, our audience, before we conclude for today. Yeah, brilliant eye opener. Thank you. Somebody has a, okay. He said, what you can give free, you can, yes. That's one of the say. Do we have any, okay, somebody have, okay, Monday, Samilia and Monday, over to you. You can unmute yourself. Please unmute yourself and talk.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
You're welcome, sir.
I want to say that whether we like it or not, this is now academic BPR. Why am I saying academic BPR? I'm now talking about the academic is now going through the business process re-engineering. And I'm very happy with one thing that you kept on saying here, that we no longer need to be talking about our salary anymore.
At all.
We know the way things are. There is no doubt about it. The way things are in about 30, 40 years ago is not the way things are today. Now, all our activities from this engagement is that things now need to be ethically monetized. I get my word. I'm not saying monetized, but rather ethically monetized because of our kind of orientation and discipline. If there is anything I want to say is that as from tomorrow, I'm going to make sure that all the facilities that are needed for this engagement one commences. Certainly, I'm already with one body known as the Brands Academy Nigeria.
Okay.
If you check very well, the logo of what I have there is the Brands Academy Nigeria. What are we talking about? We're talking about coming up with a unique attribute, a distinctiveness that has to do with your value-driven initiative. And all the speakers today, including yourself today, I must commend immensely. What we are now going to do is to have a complete departure from the way we do things to the new way of making legal, right, fortune for herself.
Mm.
I give an example from what you said. I'm a professor of marketing and communication. So meaning that I can now on my own, let's say, for example, I'm teaching a course, principles of marketing.
Sure.
So I can pick just a course there, introduction to marketing or basic functional areas in marketing, and have a video on it.
Exactly.
And once I have that video, I can now post it to my students' WhatsApp group. And once they see it there, I advise them to now watch the video and equally make their comments, make their likes, and share. So this is quite commendable. And I say that you're giving me a great opportunity. And then with that, we can now move on. So we cannot be talking about today is 27, today is 9, tomorrow is 14, tomorrow is 16, tomorrow is 20. That era of counting days is no more. So we should be thinking of, what's in my account and the other account? What do I have in my DOM account? What do I have in this other account? What do I have in this? So that should be what should be to be talking about on this. On this, I commend you immensely. And I say that this is a journey we've started. So let us try as much as we can to agendize it so that if it is going to be monthly, if it is going to be weekly or whatever, then we can now see how we can now galvanize this kind of initiative in an excellent way. Thank you very much. I'm with you. Great.
Thank you, Prof. Thank you so much. Okay, let's quickly call.
Sorry, can I just say something about that?
Okay.
Sorry, because I think he missed a place there and I just need to address it. Because he said if he makes his video, he can send to his students on WhatsApp. No, I think the best thing is for you to have a YouTube channel, post the video on your YouTube channel and give them the link. So when they click on the link, it takes them to your YouTube. Because if you just drop it on your WhatsApp, there is no way you can monetize it that way.
You're right.
That means it's free. That means it is free. But the thing is, you can decide to first, share free content initially, and then you switch to the YouTube so that you can monetize it later. Thank you.
And the YouTube.
Thank you very much. I'm going to create my own YouTube link immediately.
Okay.
No, there's nothing for doing things for free. It is not to be commercialized ethically. I'm going to get that done. And I'll send the link to you. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Sorry, sir. The reason why you need to do some things initially for free, like I said, you need to build and attract people's trust before you start, so they would know that this person is an expertise, is a thought leader in this field, and definitely they will follow you. So definitely you need to share one or two things for free for people to know you for what you are doing before you transform it to money. That is it.
Thank you very much. No problem. Some of our details are there virtually. So with what we have done virtually, they can link it up from that end. Thank you very much. I sincerely appreciate it. Thank you.
All right,
You're welcome. So so how do we create YouTube channel is very simple. Please, all you need to do, so far you have Gmail, once you have Gmail, automatically you have an account. Yes. But all you need to do is just go to YouTube, the YouTube channel, you see, create the YouTube channel. On that place, put your email, your name you want to be bearing for whatever you are doing, and from there, your account is alive. It's very simple way, your Gmail account, and you are good to go. Then
the moment you have a Gmail account, you already have a YouTube channel. All you need is to just define your bio
exactly.
And give your name.
Exactly.
Well, please, can I just make a one comment concerning Prof mentioned something about ethical content for lectures. My advice is drawn from what Dr. Iyasere said. You cannot create a lecture and post it on WhatsApp for your students. It's not ethical because it would be like you are kind of directing them, forcing them. But if you interact with them in class, teach them, and you tell them, okay, you can still follow me on my social media and see how I engage to learn more. Because on a normal day, these students themselves go for extra tutorials by going on YouTube channel to check out international or foreign teachers, how they teach different courses. So you don't need to force it on them. You can just teach them and link them. I have more content on my YouTube channel. If you're interested, you can go. So the ethics is talking about is protected, not like posting it on the WhatsApp platform like a lecture note or slide.
Thank you. Notoko.
Much. Okay, so I basically have a question and a comment. So the first comment is that thank you so much for this type of engagement. It's been very informative and like I've been able to see a different side of being an academic. So my question basically is that what are the common challenges that you guys faced initially when you guys were going into maybe starting your own YouTube channel or maybe being able to put yourselves out there on social media?
Dr. Shehu, do you want to talk first?
Yeah.
Right.
The thing is, nobody is perfect yet. So you just start and you will improve based on feedback. And also, you need to invest in personal development. Maybe if there are free courses that you can take that will teach you how to shoot your video, how to, set the lighting and things like that. There may be some free courses, there may be some paid courses. So if you are intentional and you know the long-term goal that this is what I want to achieve, then you need to begin to build yourself. But that notwithstanding, you can at least try one or two things and see how it goes. We make mistake every time. We just improve over time. And also you need to invest in yourself on how to edit your videos, because it's not the way you shoot it that you just put it there. There are some things you need to edit, maybe put some intro music and things like that. So I have been learning a lot, on my own, reading, watching, and things like that. So, but the thing is, don't be scared. We all make mistakes. There's no perfect video anywhere. You gradually, improve by the time. You need to put a face to whatever you are doing. Like we said, you can't be talking about personal branding, visibility, and then nobody knows you. We can't even see your picture or to see your face. Because when you see me talk every time, when you see me share video, and you can relate a face to the name. Definitely when you see the name anywhere, oh no, I know this lady. I'm building the trust in you. But if you are hidden, nobody knows who is there. People can even be doing the post on your behalf, but we don't know who is actually there. So bring yourself out. Let them know you for who you are. See, the world has passed. The thing is, at times you may not be comfortable. Probably you think you're an introvert, you're shy, you don't, things like that. But you can rehearse in the room several times and things like that. At times before I come to speak like this, I get this tension in my throat. I'm still not perfect, but I still do it. I get this tension. I keep drinking water, but at times I even I lock myself, I play a very good music, that kind of thing. I would dance and, I get relaxed and I come out, start smiling. And that is it. We all have, all this, fear for stage and speaking, but you should look for a way to calm yourself down, and then you just do the presentation and run back inside your inside your room. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. You see, what are the challenges? A lot. Is an investment. Not for today. It's a long-term investment. And I can tell you why we are talking here. We've received several invitations to come and talk, and they will still appreciate it. Just start with the little one. Don't be afraid. Believe that one thing I always have at the back of my mind anytime I'm to speak is they don't know what I want to say. I just believe I'm the expert here. Once you believe you are the expert here, that boldness, that confidence will increase, and you'll be able to communicate your idea with people. One way or the other, people will learn something. Trust me, people will learn something, and people will gain something. And at the end of the day, when you begin to see the comments, you'll be like, wow, wow, and everything will be fine. So just calm. Is that okay? Okay, let's just
Thank you.
quickly. You're welcome. Dr. Adejoke, over to you.
Yeah, please, thank you for the wonderful presentation and the comment. I just want Dr. Lua Sheung, yes, you mentioned something about Amazon, sorry, not Amazon, ebook or something. Please, can you just expatiate a little bit on it?
Thank you.
Like the e-books, writing books.
Yeah. Yeah, writing books and publishing books. There are some free publishing platform like the Amazon Kindle stuff. It's free for you to publish, to upload your ebook and then sell. But for writing books, I'll just give you my secret. Like I said, I started writing, these stories, so you can begin to write whatever the whole book, if you have an outline of what you want to write. So you can take it, maybe chapter 1 is maybe how you got into academics. It depends on whatever but take it chapter by chapter, write it out in a book as a story. But what I didn't write in a book. I was writing directly on LinkedIn because I wanted to get feedback, let me see if people are interested, who will be my target audience and things like that. So once I write any story, I just post it on LinkedIn. So I see the comments and things like that. So what helped me was that I've already written several, maybe 50 stories like that. So I just brought all of them, gathered them back and then added a little bit of more information to fleshing it up. And that was it. That was my book. But let me now tell you a little bit of the secret is that at times when you want to write, you don't necessarily have to sit down with your pen and paper. If you have it, in your head, and say, okay, this is what I want to, this is the context, this is the story I want to tell. You can be driving. So what I did was I got an app. It's called the Otter app. There's the free version and there's the premium version, the Otter app. So it's an app that transcribes voice to text, voice to
Okay.
text. So when I'm driving, I just wind up the glasses. I make sure no external, background noise. And then I put it on. So I just
Interference.
keep telling the story. Okay, this is what it means. Like this hen was doing this, this was. So it will help me type everything. So immediately I get to the office or after, parking the car, I just save it. And then when I have time, I will download the text and edit it in case, there are times, the audio is not translated properly in terms of what. So I just do the editing and keep it. So in the afternoon, if another story comes to my mind, I'll just press my app and I keep talking to the app. I keep talking to it until I get to, and I download. So it really helps me. It really helps me. So you can try it also. So you don't have to be in one place. You can be in the kitchen.
What's the name of the app?
Please put
Otter,
it on the
that's
chat.
OTTER. OTT. Let me see. Let me just confirm the spelling. OTTER. OTTER. Yeah.
Okay.
And I think there is also this Turbo Scribe. I can check it again later. This one, I just discovered it is AI generated, but if you have the audio recording, you can use the Turbo Scribe or something. You upload the audio, you've recorded your voice in your voice recorder. You can also use that. You recorded your voice using the voice recorder on your phone. So you just download this voice recording, upload it in Turbo Script. I need to confirm that properly. And then it will transcribe it. It will write it out. But you just need to take time to edit it because it may not get some words the way you pronounce and things. So at least it has saved you the stress of sitting down to write. You just need to edit.
Wow.
I hope that helps.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Do we still have any question?
So how do you promote those books? How do you promote those books?
That's
Does
why
Amazon promote the books for you?
no, they don't. That is why I said you can't
Okay.
just wake up today and say, I have a book I want to sell. As you gradually, even as you are writing the book, build your audience and let people know what I did on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is my platform. So what I did on LinkedIn was the first time I started, or the first time I decided to write a book, I posted, I said, I'm finally writing a book. I've prompted my audience, that, oh, she's writing a book. So at some point I said, okay, can you guess the name of the book? Because based on my previous post, people were suggesting, oh, the book should be called The Hen Woman. I was engaging them. I actually know the name I want to give the book, but I'm engaging them and, prompting them, expecting that something is coming. So at some point, I'll say, okay, these are the different book covers. Can you decide? Can you choose for me? I'm already engaging them before the time the book came out. So that is it. And then after it's out, you need to market it. So you need to start building your target markets while you are writing the book. Carry them along. Let them know what the book is about, what they will gain. So when it's out, then you can share it. And also, another thing that will help you is if you're writing something, you will need reviewers. You will need reviewers. I know I'm taking time, but I think we may need to sort it out once and for all. Or probably, should I say they should reach out to me? Can I
Yes.
go on?
Yes, let them reach out to you. She's on
Okay.
the platform, or please drop your email.
What platform?
I'm
Just
in
drop
the
your
researchers
email.
group, but yeah.
You can drop your email on the chat. They will reach out to you. And because of our time and because of our time, let me put it that way. Some of us we are still at work, while some people are still we are still trying to get one or two things together. And some of us the light, some of us the data, and some other things. Please, we will try as much as possible make the video available especially where you get the link from. You will get the link for the video immediately after. Now I'll put everything together. Then you will see some of those the videos will be available there. Then I want to use this medium to thank every one of us. Oh, Miriam. Oh, sorry. Over to you. I saw your hand the other time, but sorry.
Yes, I was doing that, but then it's good. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
So my comment is just to say that well done, Dr. Yasere. Well done, Dr. Shion, the other one. It's a good one. And I just want to say, talking about ethical, someone asked a question about ethical posting. If you are in an institution that also do some of these things, you need to liaise with them. I think in a couple of weeks now, I saw where I am currently, they're actually looking for lecturers or academics that are ready to put their content out there because they want to link them up to the varsity so that the university can also advertise through their staffs. So they are looking for some of those. And also I saw they're also bringing up trainings on business analytics, web design. I was even invited to one recently because I'll be assisting with a conference. So they want me to come and learn about designing a web and uploading things. So I think some universities are also coming up with that so that they can draw audience to their varsity. So if you're in one of those universities, you can liaise with them with your content as well. They don't mind some of those things because they're also looking for masses to click on the university website. So they will, by a subset, put yours there as well. So that can also help. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much for the insights. I just want us to have this. Please, don't just watch or listen or make notes alone. Take the action. How many of us do watch this guy, Oba Solomon, on the social media? I know you watch all these people, but if we can be watching them and be laughing, we have the correct content, genuine content, please, let's make something out of it. Forget about the old days when you said, oh, I don't want to be seen. This is the time they need to. First speaker said something. You are to blow your trumpet by yourself. You are to blow your trumpet. Let's start somewhere. Please, I want to beg us so that this presentation will not be in vain. Let's try as much as possible to start somewhere. And on this note, I want to use this medium to thank our speakers, the Dr. Fogbonjaye. Are you still on platform, sir? Dr. Fogbonjaye, are you still there?
Yes, I'm here.
Please, just 1 minute, word of just the pathway from your side.
Okay. Well, I would like to thank everybody for being part of this great event, but I also want to chip in something. It depends on how high you dream. Some of us are okay with little, so maybe you are not the kind of people I'm talking to. Some prefer like great harvest. So there's a parable of a man who fish with the hook will walk all through his life because the hook will only have a catch. Or a man who has a net will always catch more than a man with a hook. We have the net. This is the time for the big catch. I will suggest we focus more on what you know is easy for you to do so that you can do it with ease and get more. The truth is, not everybody will go into content creation. Not everybody will go into speaking, engagement, and all that. Do you know there are rich people you can work for behind the scene and they don't even want you to go public, but they pay you? I rather work with the 1% who pays the billion than work with the general market and try to advertise, come and buy what I'm selling, this and that. Know your target market. Know who can pay better. It's better, the same thing you are doing for free. The truth is, someone will pay a fee for it.
Thank you.
The same
Thank you, sir. Thank you,
I
sir.
can go on and on.
I know. Thank you. Okay, part one from you, man. Over to you, Yasiri.
Start small and just take that step. Step out of your comfort zone. You don't necessarily have to be stuck to sharing academic content. If you are the type that like cooking, if that is your hobby or something, use that to get the money. If you are the type that like, dancing, use that to get the money. Whatever you can do. We are all, being an academic doesn't mean that you are not social. We are too serious when it comes to that. And that's why we don't have the money. We are too serious. Serious you should end in the classroom, end where it's supposed to end, and carry your normal self. Okay. So any other thing that you can do, just be creative, add creativity to it. Then even if people come to your platform, they will know, no, this woman, she's making sense. See, there's a lot of people on TikTok, they make money on TikTok. They make money on TikTok. So I'm on TikTok, I'm trying to build my followers and I'll start getting gifts, things like that. You get money. So it depends on the content that you're able to push out. You can talk about, you can discuss, like something like this. You can put it on TikTok and you see people, sharing ideas. They gift you, and it's money. And so please try to explore different platforms. See what works best for you. LinkedIn may not work best. You may be the social type. You may be the dancing type. So see what works best for you. You may be the picture type. Maybe you like, talking about dressing. See, you can go to Instagram. So it depends. It's not everybody that will have to talk about physics, chemistry. No. Just pick something that works best for you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And I want to thank our audience today. Please, gone are the days when you say social media is for the satanic, or gone are the days you say, oh, I don't want to socialize myself. Let me be. I have a friend on this platform now. Initially, during the Facebook, he said, no, I don't want the Facebook. I said, hey, really? But when I saw him on the Facebook, I said, oh, bro, you are here. He said, you know what? Because of social person, that is why. I said, okay, you are coming up. And when I saw his first post, he released the picture of the conference. Oh, is it because of someone? He said, you have to tell them. I said, okay, that is the way to go. And we have some people that they don't like. They don't want their name to appear. It is gone are the days. These days, blow your trumpet and the entire world will embrace it. And let's make use of our platform. The researcher platform, when you open your YouTube channel, you send a post. Imagine 1,000 people, over 1,000 people on that platform subscribe to your YouTube channel. You know what it means? You have 1,000 subscribers. Your level of account will different from someone that's just started. Open the WhatsApp, on that WhatsApp, open your YouTube channel, put it there, people will subscribe. And I encourage some of us that belong to that WhatsApp group, please subscribe. It doesn't bite. All you need is just click. Subscribe. YouTube will not come to your house. Are you the one that subscribe? No. Just make sure you subscribe. And I want to say thank you so much for coming, and thanks for your time. And any moment from now, we'll still come up with another thing that we also that we also be engaging in this way. And I want to use this video to say thank you. Please put a word. Okay, you want to say something?
Yeah, one more thing. Sorry. It's an opportunity. It's just for the women, specifically for the women as you celebrate. Please, you are the best. You are intelligent. Maximize the women can multitask. Please, don't corner yourself in one kitchen. Please, I want you to make the best of everything that you have. You are fully built. Please use it, and build yourself. Thank you.
Okay, men, we are also in the house. Please.
Oh, yes.
We are the father of them. We are the father of the
Okay.
house. They can multi, we can triple, we can do so many things. Please don't let them, as they are doing it in kitchen, you be preparing it. Men, when are we having our own international day? Very soon. See you guys next time. Bye-bye for now. Bye.
Bye. Yeah, we multi-triple
Sure, you say something though before you leave the platform. Let's hear your voice now.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Dr. Shegun, this lecture is very, very
Men do
informative.